All right, the Senate Intelligence Committee has advanced Jay Clayton's nomination to serve as Director of National Intelligence, and that vote fell along party lines, but his nomination now moves to the full Senate. Meanwhile, the Senate Judiciary Committee is set to vote tomorrow on if to advance Todd Blanche's nomination to become Attorney General. But Jeffrey Epstein survivors, they continue to urge senators to reject his confirmation. Joining me right now is CBS News congressional correspondent Nikole Killion. Nikole, thanks for your time today. What are the chances that both Jay Clayton and also Todd Blanche get confirmed, and what does the timeline look like right now?
Well, the timeline is to likely have those full confirmation votes before the Senate adjourns for the August recess. As you mentioned, Jay Clayton, his nomination was passed out of the Senate Intelligence Committee just yesterday on a party line vote. And then tomorrow we expect a vote in the Senate Judiciary Committee on Todd Blanche's nomination for Attorney General. So if he does clear that, then his nomination would also advance to the Senate floor for a full vote. That being said, the question is, can they both get confirmed? And, in terms of Jay Clayton, we will certainly have to see. There did seem initially at the outset, before his confirmation hearing, that there was bipartisan support for his nomination, especially considering that the acting person in the position right now, Bill Pulte, is someone that Democrats are vehemently against. So that's why they want a permanent replacement. But in the confirmation hearing last week, Jay Clayton faced a number of questions about the 2020 election where he refused to say who won. He said that Joe Biden was certified as president, but he didn't go so far as to say that he actually won the 2020 election. So that was upsetting and disappointing to some Democrats on the panel, most notably Mark Warner, who's the vice chair of that committee. So again, TBD whether or not he will get some Democratic support for his confirmation. Todd Blanche, on the other hand, of course, faces issues over that anti-weaponization fund, that very controversial fund. And even though he has said time and again the fund is dead, he was pressed repeatedly in his confirmation hearing about whether it could be revived. And of course, there are a few Republicans on that committee who have not committed to supporting him yet, most notably Tom Tillis from North Carolina, as well as John Cornyn from Texas. So whether or not they support Blanche tomorrow in committee remains to be seen. But we do know that the White House has been courting both of those senators very actively, but so have some of these Epstein survivors who met with acting Attorney General Todd Blanche just last week. But many of them are against his nomination, so they are also trying to push these senators to oppose his confirmation. So the good news is that both of them only need a simple majority vote, which means mostly Republicans if and when their confirmation or nomination advances to the Senate floor. Mugo.
Okay, and Nikole, the House is set to vote on a budget bill today to advance the president's priorities. Why are some Republicans, I should say, why are they on the fence about this?
Yeah, well, this is interesting because, of course, again, this is just the hurry up and let's get everything done before, again, the August recess. So that's what's happening on the House side, because this is the last week that they are in session. So they are trying to move this massive $95 billion reconciliation package that encompasses many of the president's priorities. It includes more defense funding and also includes some components of that Save America Act, that election integrity bill that the president has been pushing very strongly with voter ID requirements. So by and large, Republicans are supportive of this, but some things that concern some of the more hardline Republicans is that none of this funding is really offset. It needs to be paid for in their view. So that's why they're on the fence. We'll see if it advances later today. Mugo.
Okay, Nikole Killion on Capitol Hill. Thank you.